Welcome to my channel Simple Easy Python. My name is Prem Prakash and in this video I am going to talk about strings. Python strings. What are strings? Let me first start with the definition of the string, or a loose definition I would say. Python strings can be defined as a collection of a single character or multiple characters. So it is basically a sequential data type. Now let me define here something like that. Okay, I am defining a variable called s and I am going to write here hello world. And how do we check whether it is a string? So we can write type s and I am going to print s as well. Okay, by the way, I am using VS Code for all these codes. You maybe you are using a Jupyter Notebook or Sublime Text or even the Python IDLE, but these codes should be working on all of these. They should be working on all of these. So let us run this code first here. Here you see it is class star, which is for string, and here we are printing the hello world that we have written over here. If you pay attention here, this hello world, this has been enclosed within double quotes. Instead of double quotes, I can enclose within single quotes as well. So when I say that, okay, it means that at the both the ends, at the starting and at the end, it should either be a single quote or it could be a double quote, or sometimes it can be a triple quote as well. All the these three scenarios are valid. I am checking it again and you see here it is fine. Second thing that you might have observed here is that L is the word L, it is coming 3 times here, 2 times in hello and 1 time in world. Similarly, O is coming 2 times. What does it mean is that we can very easily infer here is that strings can have duplicate elements. Another thing that, okay, strings once defined, it cannot be changed. So these are immutable, and strings support indexing and slicing. Remember that Python indexes, they start from 0, not from 1, and using indexing and slicing we can access the various characters which are there into the string. I will be covering indexing and slicing into a altogether separate video because it is a bit big topic. Now let me change here, okay, something like that. I say that, okay, it is what time? It is 5:14. So let us say the 5 in the evening. So what does it mean is that when I run it again, it is running perfectly fine. If you see here, it is 5 in the evening. And it means that, okay, we can have characters of different types. Here we have got an exclamation mark, here I have got a numeral. So in strings are heterogeneous, so they can have multiple types of characters, whether it is alphabet, numeric, or some punctuation sign or anything like that. Let me revise the code a bit more. It is 5 o'clock. If I write something like this, 5 o'clock. Now I am writing like this. Now if we see that here is that, let me clear the terminal here and try to run this program again. It is throwing an error. Reason being, I said earlier that the Python strings must be enclosed within either single quote, double quote, or triple quote. Now this string is at the beginning, and here at the beginning and here at the end there are single quotes, but in between here also again I have put a single quote, and because of which Python gets confused. Python is thinking that, okay, the string is ending here, this is the only part of the string, then what is this clock doing here? So overcome such a scenario, there are 2 ways. Either we change it to double quotes like this, and in case it has been enclosed by double quotes and you get a double quote in between, then you can change it to single quote. That is one way. Here see it is working. If I undo it and I just change it back to single quote, the other way is that we can use an escape character that will tell Python that, okay, this single quote, it has got nothing to do with the starting one, so it is not going to complement the quote that has started the string, and it will work fine. Now what if I try to do something like this? Will it work? Let us check it out. I am clearing the terminal here, and let us try to run it. Well, it is showing me an error. Why? The problem here is that I have broken it down into multiple lines, 2 lines, and single quote or double quote, they do not support multiple line strings. For that we have to use 1, 2, 3 times single quote, and then it will work. If we do like this, here you see, and the output, if you pay attention, it is also coming onto the 2 separate lines. The other way is that instead of single quote, we can put 3 times double quotes as well. Both are one and the same thing. If you see it here, it is fine. It is like that. Now let me get rid of all this here and clear the terminal and come again here. When we say that, okay, I am going to define 2 more strings, S1 and S2. And if you pay attention here that, okay, S1 is having the value 10 and S2 is having value 5. But do remember, these are not integers, these are a stir. So if I try to check the type of these 2 here using the type, and let me run this. Here you see a stir. So what happens if we try to add these 2, S1 plus S2, and if we try to run this, so what it is going to be? 10 plus 5, 15, right? Let us see what Python is saying. Whoa, wait, Python is saying 105. So what is wrong here? Nothing wrong with it. Here Python, as you can see, both of these 5 and 10 are of class stir, so they are not being treated as an integer. So what Python is doing is that instead of adding 10 plus 5, doing an addition, it is doing a concatenation. So it is just simply adding like that. So if I define, it is just like any other hello, and I make, okay, let me make this a little bigger, world. Now if I try print S3 plus S4, I am going to delete all of these. What does it does in case of strings? Here you see hello world. There is no space in between because I have not given any space. If you want a space, I can give it here, then it will run with hello space. Run it, yeah. Other way is that I go and give a space over here, clear the terminal and run it again. Here it is like this, or let me clear the terminal again. I can do something like this here. It should also work, I believe. Let us see. Here you see. So whenever you are using integer values or float values as an string, you should be very careful with mathematical operations with them. Now moving ahead, strings have got 47 methods. Yes, believe me, 47 methods. So out of the 47 methods, there are a couple of methods which are used quite frequently, and there are certain methods which are not being used that frequently. So in the next video, I am going to cover around 25 to 27 methods which are used quite frequently in the programming, along with the examples. So stay tuned for that. So this is it for this video. Also, if you find this video useful, please consider liking my video and share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Till then, happy coding.